All right. Just got done filling up. There's nobody coming. Let's see. Let's avoid that plate. All right. We avoided the plate. We avoided the curb. And we're rolling. We're rolling. Just filled up, and we're not going to catch up to him. There's no way. But the great Jeremy Morales landscape. He's more of a hardscaper, puts in beautiful patios, pools, etc. He just passed by in that nice 450 Limited, and he was towing looked like a 16-foot dump trailer. And geez, these Power Strokes sound so nice when they accelerate. But anyway, we got one property in the books. I can't believe it. Stop for lunch. I mean, I can believe it because some of the clients that I have are the best. Absolutely the best. I know we rant about, typical client problems, the people not paying on time. I know we got to go on card on file. But I'll give you an example of how good. I did a property, finished up about 12:45, whatever. Stop at the house for lunch, and I figure, while I'm just at the house, let me just throw this invoice together, because I'm gonna swing back once more anyway. I gotta put some plow stakes in the ground for them, but they're not gonna need anything. Their cleanup is done. I mean, they might have a few leaves that blow. They have a few decks and whatever. I'll blow those off. Okay, no big deal. Let's see, is he up there? No, we did not catch up to him. Where was I going? But anyway, so I just invoiced them for the cleanup, and I was like, look, I'll come back in a week or two, but you're done. More or less, that's what I said to them. I'll come back. I told them straight up, I'm like, I'll come back. I gotta throw some snow stakes down along the driveway, and I'll blow anything off, but you're done. So anyway, sent the invoice off, and within, I don't know, not even a minute or two, it was essentially paid right away. So we're here later today. It's I had a couple work meetings for my other job, but it's 3 o'clock. My goal was to get on this lawn by 3, which I'm a little late to do, but I did fill up a bunch. I was just at the fuel station, so filled up the blower, filled up the mix can, filled up the 5-gallon can. Honestly, that might be my last time filling up, for as far as obviously the truck needs to get refueled, but did not fill up diesel. They did not have diesel there, but we'll need that later this week, or over the weekend or whatever. But thank you, person. Don't want to court in here, but this property's big. It's a few acres. It's a pitch. It's a pain to push mow it. This is really where I wish I have the windstorm for. But we'll do 2 visits. Today's not going to be perfect. We'll just do the best we can. We'll do like an hour, 3 to 4. The best we can. We're coming up to a house. They have a nice red Trump flag on the house here. These guys. Trump 2024, baby. Take America back. I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a separate video or tag it as part of that first video, but it's still election day. Who knows when we'll actually find this out, but we'll see. We'll see how. Hopefully it's not too bad in terms of this cleanup. I don't know. You never know until you get there. And they have a lot of little I should know what they are, but I don't know what they are. A lot of little trees along the driveway. And those were starting to fall. I did, look at these people are, okay. Those were starting to fall the last week of October. So it's been a little bit, let's see. It's actually not looking too bad. Sometimes the wind takes them and it's really not a bad cleanup. But this is what we're doing here. It really doesn't look too bad. There's a lot in here. So I'm gonna leave the truck way off the curb to be able to do those. To be able to do that. Hopefully the main lawn isn't too bad. But nevertheless, we'll come back. I'll send him an email. We'll come back one more time come back one more time, probably honestly later part of next week, like 14th, 15th, and then be done. Hopefully I could get some stakes thrown in there at the same time. But anyway, everybody have a great rest of your day. Peace. All right, super quick clip here. I'm not gonna walk the whole property, but you can just see from the main here, we are all cleaned up. I'm just picking up the 9010. Did a little over an hour here today. But you can see clean here, neighbor's yard. There. Clean all the way around. This was very, this was full of dirt, or full of leaves, excuse me. Ironically, full of leaves all under these pine trees, but it's probably from that tree. We're sitting pretty today. Nice and clean. All right. Finished up. This one all set, tight. Ooh. Tight there. We're all good to go. Get home, hopefully feed the dog, get the dog out before it gets dark. It's already getting dark. Let's see. Oh, left turn. I gotta figure out, it's a ground on this trailer. Let's see, left turn fault. I fixed it before, come on. It's not fixed if it's still doing it, is it? I temporarily fixed it, but it seems like it's just a loose ground wire. I don't know, I've tighten it out, whatever. But unfortunately, my whole way home, I make lefts. Nothing but lefts. The whole time going, it's nothing but rights, and of course I fixed it for that, but it is what it is. But I put in about an hour of work. I talked to the homeowner for about 10 minutes or so. I haven't talked to him in a while, but he's a great guy. We do all... oh, now this seems like it might be working because the signal went back to normal. He does all, it's my boy here, Illegals for Harris, Trump 2024. I fucking love that guy. I don't even know him, but I love him. He's got a Mustang GT, an F-150, good vehicle choices all around. No, but that gentleman that he does, you know, at a minimum per year, we're all services, and from all maintenance services, from mowing to cleanups to snow plowing, and that's at a minimum. And then we, you know, he calls for other stuff as needed, but he does do some stuff himself. He has a lot of mulch that I'd love to take over one day, but he's for the time being, it keeps him busy. He gets like a crazy, I don't even know how many yards, probably, no joke, at least 20 yards of mulch on that property, at least. But he does all that himself. But we were just talking about the amount of dust and stuff, breathing this stuff in, and you know, it's not what he likes. It's not his thing. So, I mean, who enjoys breathing this crap in? But, you know, anyway. But it's always good to catch up with you, especially if you see, like, I don't know, where we are. I mean, we're not like in HOAs or anything like that, so we don't really see people. We really don't see people out and about. And, so, you know, we don't see our clients often. You know, and when we see them out, I'd like to engage with them a little bit, you know, because, you know, communication's key. You don't always want to be redundant. I mean, especially when you're just mowing. There's not much to talk about. But, you know, this time of year, you know, I kind of just checked in with them. Hey, I'm going to do the bulk of the leaves today. It's not going to be 100%. We're coming back. You know, he still had about 90%, 80 to 90% of the leaves have fallen, but he's still got, you know, some lawns are done. Some yards, all the leaves. So it's 100% full. But, you know, he still probably has about 10 to 20%. So I told him I'll be back, you know, to clean up everything, else. So I just want to make that clear to him. I told him that, you know, he had reached out to me to confirm he's doing snow, so he's not one of the ones I have to hunt down, which is good, but just kind of confirmed, hey, when I get a chance, I'll get these contracts out to you, and I'll throw, next time I'm here, I'll probably throw some stakes in for the driveway, you know, just, I'll invoice you, you know, next time for, you know, whatever. He's good, you know. When certain clients, I mean, this is why, I don't know, sometimes the nicest houses you do are either the most pain in the butt, or, you know, he's like, oh, he's not really into the yard at all. He's into the gardens. You know, has nice landscaping with gardens and hardscapes, and he's got a beautiful pool back there. But in terms of the actual lawn, he doesn't really appeal to him. So that's where we come in, try and make it look, you know, they live in a really nice area where it's just beautiful homes. So, you know, you want to do the best you can to you know, there's a level of neighborhood standard, even if the client doesn't necessarily want a certain standard. There's definitely a level of neighborhood standard, so to speak, that we strive to be the best of the best. But I also wanted to communicate with him even more so today, because and this is kind of important. I had noticed on the mailbox there was now, granted this was before we came in, so the property looked like how it looked, but some property maintenance company, I wasn't really gonna dig through the not dig through the mailbox, obviously. It was left on the outside where the flag is, but somebody had put their card there. I couldn't see who it was because the name was tucked in on the flag, but I did see somebody's property maintenance. Obviously, I'm not going to take that off. You know, some guys would, but I want to make sure. Obviously, we did an extra, not extra good job, but we communicated, you know, what the plan was, and such. So, you know, I just don't want to be like, oh, he did a half-ass job today. And ironically, this guy put a card in my mailbox, and hey, let me go with this guy. So that's where it's really important to, you know, communicate with these clients. Moving forward, I don't think we have any more this week. Tomorrow, no. I don't know. I might have one later in the week. One canceled on me for today, who I was going to go to today. But they could possibly be a Monday. I really don't have that many fall cleanups to do this year. It seems like we alternate year to year. People want them, people don't want them. People want them, people don't want them. You know, we'll see. I do have to reach out to one or two more clients just to let, you know, I have a lot of last minute people, which is honestly, I'm being last minute this year between my wife being pregnant. Oh, that's what I also talked to him about. My wife is due in December, which December here is snow season. So kind of gave him, he told me his daughter was pregnant. I was like, oh, you know, perfect segue into, by the way, my wife is too. So, you know, I'm hoping it doesn't snow, you know, around the time she's due. But, you know, told him I'll try and get somebody to do the driveway if push comes to shove. But he was super understanding. He goes, no, obviously the baby's a lot more important than my driveway, which I appreciate because, you know, not everybody thinks that way. So, but this is a brand new Bronco in front of me. Now, I'm going to have to, I don't know, I'm going to have to talk to Ford because we very well might be looking at a lemon case for my vehicle. I just got an update today that essentially they have no update from Ford. So somebody from Ford is supposed to come to the dealer and look at this vehicle. And they think they're waiting on information from Ford as to what to do. I don't know. It seems like Ford is supposed to send somebody, but the person that Ford is supposed to send is waiting for information from this hybrid development team that has not gotten back to them. So they haven't come yet. So the thing's just been sitting there. We're over 2 months now. We're actually at the 2-month mark. So obviously I'm not happy with that. But I got to talk to, I've just been so busy that it's just like, it's almost convenient to let the, just let it sit there and not deal with it. But we're going to get to a point where we're already at the point. We're beyond the point. We're a month beyond the point where I could lemon it. But you know, I was just kind of holding out to see if it would be okay or not. But I told myself, let's see what the results are with the election now. You know, let's see. You know, she wins. God forbid, we're gonna have to go EV. I think that we're gonna have to go EV. We're gonna have to go plug it. We're gonna have to do something because gas is gonna shoot up like no tomorrow. He wins. Price of fuel is gonna go down. That means we might be able to look at something bigger, whether that be Explorer, Bronco. I mean, Bronco's probably not the best. But they have such good deals on them, some of them now. So I'm not talking I'm talking about like CPO, but the value of them have really come down, and that's something that holds their value really well. So I don't know, something like that, something like I don't know, the Kia Telluride appeals to me. The thing that kind of stinks about I love the 2.3 that's in the Explorer. I wouldn't mind, you know, I used to be of the mind frame of you go Explorer, you have to go ST, but I don't know, to do that right, you really got to put premium in it, and I don't mind taking the slight fuel hit on the commuter car to go Explorer, but I don't want to be putting premium in it. So, you know, 2.3, which is plenty quick. But, you know, unless you're buying a brand new 2025, the tech in the Explorers are just, I don't want to buy something that has old tech. Because you buy something used that has old tech, you're already starting behind, and it's just everything's just gonna evolve more and more. So I I don't know. That's the big downside to the Explorer for me. Something like a Telluride, for instance. The tech is good. You know, it's got a V6. It's like kind of whatever on fuel mileage, whatever, but a lot of room in it, comfortable. Although I don't see those with the bench in the middle at all, mostly. So that's another thing. But look at that one. That one's kind of sick. Well, I don't know. Kind of thinking of that. You know, this guy right in front of me. Nice. You know, Honda Pilots, that kind of deal. I love the Grand Highlander, but I don't really like the original, the OG Highlander, or the smaller one. But anyhow, we'll see. But you know, she wins, which could be if they steal this election. I might be looking Model Y or something like that, and then have to have, you know, an EV charger at the house and whatever. But somebody's calling me.